I don't mean to gloat or nothing, but told you, called it. A person that had their eyes gouged out. Now let's just assume that this was Metal Gear Rising, and you go into blade mode, and the eyes are in the air, and you just slashing them shits the fuck up. Even that motherfucker could have saw this coming. Fortunately, Leviair the Sea Dragon has been reprinted enough times, so even though the Ultimate Rare version is about $40-something, you still do have the Ultra, you got like the Shatter Foil version, and you got the Super Rare version. That's a lot of fucking versions. I wish there were more versions around that I could fuck. It's not like you're in the worst position if you wanted to get Ultimates. I'm going to say some shit that I said before. I don't give a fuck, I'm saying it anyway. Leviair came out in Generation Force. Okay, I didn't say this part. We knew about Phantom Knights. We knew about how good they were. Side note, you only play 9 Phantom Knight monsters. Isn't it like 2 more? I know they suck, their level 4s, they're bad. I understand that, but why do they keep doing this to us? Why do they keep making shit like this? Oh, we're clearly only going to use the level 3s because it's too much work to use the level 4s. Primarily level 3s, break swords, rank 3. Why the fuck would I use the level 4s? Fuck is wrong with Konami? You use only 3 of the good Phantom Knight monsters. They banish themselves. Leviair pulls them back. What the fuck did a motherfucker have to say? No matter what variant you decided to play, either you were playing Burning Abyss or them Roids, nigga, you were needing Leviair the Sea Dragon. The fact that it is 40 whatever fucking dollars for an Ultimate is not surprising. I don't even think that it's that bad, at least in comparison to what it could have been. And it's a good thing this shit got reprinted multiple times. So besides Leviair the Sea Dragon synergy with Phantom Knights, why else is the Ultimate Leviair $40-something? Is it because of Jeff Jones? Who? That's rhetorical. Is it because you want to somewhat be connected to Jeff? Because he played Leviair, Phantom Knights, Speedroids. I want to be like the best. Sounds a bit Kappa pride to me. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be picking up any of this shit, and I'm not gonna say that you need to make that motherfucker DINERO. That's how you say this shit, not that bullshit you attempted. Cordero. If you wanted it, you would have got it already. We knew about this shit a long time ago. Jeff Jones playing the shit should not have been the first time that you saw this shit. Yeah, he may be a good player. Yes, he may have more skill than a lot of us, but that doesn't fucking matter. You can read the card and be like, wow, this works pretty good. Unless you were severely lacking in the mental department. Jeff Jones, who did nothing that we couldn't have figured out on our own. And do you expect Jeff Jones, who, to continue to play this? Let's just run through some of the decks that I can think of right now that Jeff Jones, who played sometime in the past. That Psychic shit, Sylvans, Fire Fist, Quakimeru, and this shit. Eventually, he's going to play something else. And perhaps he'll do good with that. And we'll be back at square one, no spell card, with the same motherfucker saying, I called it. Called what, motherfucker? Oh, right, you have a phone, so you called somebody. Perhaps you called Tyrone. Called him. Or Ghostbusters. You called them. It really seems like Phantom Knights are some shit by themselves. If they just made all of the motherfuckers level 3, then perhaps we'd have had some deck. But if you just wanted to play pure Phantom Knights, the deck would be too slow. I tried. So with that being said, it's time for me to beg, please, I beg you, to click at least one advertisement. Why? Because it helps me make that motherfucker DINERO so I can pay rent every month. I imagine that some of you understand how this goes. Thank you in advance if you decide to do that for, and you have my gratitude.